fucked me up real bad for a little while, saying and doing the most awful things to me with a smile on her face. It's like, how the hell can you do that to somebody that you claim to love? So what I was basically was a complete pure object, and my function, my use, was to regulate her emotions for her. Because people like this, and even people like this who aren't completely psychopathic, who do some of this stuff unconsciously without knowing that they're doing it, they outsource their emotional regulation to other people. So essentially they cannot regulate their own emotions, they cannot self-soothe, and so what these people do is they, somehow or another, by fucking with you, reactions out of you, they're able to regulate their own emotions and feel important. And she doesn't know what love is. Those people don't. They will never experience love as we experience love. Guys, I was literally treated as an object. She did not give a fuck about my feelings, what I was doing when she needed her emotional regulation told. For her and people like her, it is absolutely all performative. You are not considered whatsoever in that. Everything has an end goal of making them feel better about themselves. It is all self-centered. They can't. They are wired differently. They don't have shame or guilt or remorse. They can look like they have. And they are so great at performing as the perfect woman for so long, and then I started to see these cracks form. She would do something disrespectful, and I would, hey, don't do that again. Then she'd do it again. And I was too damn polite. And dude, she would cross my boundaries all the time. She got off on being able to control my emotions. So when I finally made it clear that she couldn't do that anymore, that I knew what was going on, I knew what the fucking gist was, I never saw her again. I still to this day have never seen her. I had already been with cluster B personality type women, hot, cold, push-pull manipulators before. I tend to attract these types of women for reasons that I found out later. But this was my first time ever being with a full-blown psychopath. And to anyone who thinks, oh, just man up, you don't know what it's like, dude. Yeah, I certainly didn't. Super fucking mindfuck. I questioned my own sanity. I questioned my own ability to read people. I obviously was in love and had my fucking heart just ripped to shreds. It's fucking rough. I wouldn't wish it on you if you were my worst enemy. I was physically assaulted no less than 3 times during that relationship. That is the only other woman that's ever hit me other than baby mama number 1. What a gem she was. I'm pretty open about that, and she's convicted of it. Yeah, that started at some point. I mean, she never anything too crazy. I mean, she punched me in the face in the damn car one night for literally no reason. And dude, I was pissed. I was fucking yelling in the street and shit. I'm sure I looked like the asshole. But, no, dude, she just fucking hauled out and hit me one day. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even do anything. Dude, luckily, every time I've been assaulted by a woman, I've always had restraint. Assaulted by women 6 or 7 times in my life. And, you can say that it's minor or just get over it or, just be a man or whatever. I guarantee you if I'd have shoved or punched one of them, Jesus Christ. Nobody'd have any sympathy for me if my ass landed in jail. I'm happy I got the fuck up out of there. And here's the cycle they get you hooked on. They spike your dopamine with all this affection and all this affection, right? This is why when you see somebody in an abusive relationship and they don't leave and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They are literally hooked on that person. Their actions literally get you hooked on them. It is exactly like a drug. They spike your dopamine with all of this affection. And then when they withdraw, so do you. And so you crave it, and you keep coming back for more, even though it's harmful, even though it's toxic. It is exactly like being hooked on a drug. Great sex, physically, that later turns out to be, like, it just leaves you with like a hollow feeling. It's just devoid of intimacy. Because there is no intimacy. There's only a person who is pulling you like a lever, pushing you to get a reaction out of you. You're just a part of their system, and nothing more. Don't give a fuck about you. The sex doesn't bring you closer, it doesn't create a connection either. I mean, they might feel pleasure, but like I said, there's no intimacy. Anyway, yeah, dude, fucking, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild shit. I had never been through that before. But the whole time, it just fucking feels weird, and you can't put your finger on it, man. I know this happened to some of you, it must have. I mean, everybody says, oh, they're a psychopath. No, buddy, like, it's a very specific set, predictable pattern type thing. Like a week after, it was like, oh, who cares, it's crazy, I don't care, it's just gonna hurt me. Like, because I'm telling you, like, they get you fucking hooked on them. Then after, like, the withdrawal phase was over, I was like, what the fuck was that? I don't fucking want that at all. That's why I moved, man, just get away from that shit. And there were some other things that went down, and I'll probably tell you guys about that too, because it's kind of a juicy story. It's off a lot of people if I tell it, so why not,